Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dark Hour 717 here, and want to go over some of the stuff with the 3.13 patch notes. We're going to touch base on some of the notes here and not go over everything, but there'll be a link to the notes themselves in the comments below, so check that out for all the details. But we're going to touch base on some of the bigger points. Before we get started, though, remember, hit that like and subscribe button, follow on Twitch, and don't forget we have our new giveaway for the month of April, which is going to be the Mercury Star Runner with Fortuna paint, as well as the Cyclone MT, and that will all include the LTI. So get your entries in on that by subscribing and commenting on any video on YouTube, and follow on Twitch. Each one of those will give you one entry. And for our current subscribers and followers, just go ahead and comment on any video on YouTube to get an entry in for that. We'll draw the winner on May 1st and award that prize. I want to thank everybody again for all of your support, and we now have our new membership on the YouTube page, so head over there, check out the perks, hit the join, and appreciate all the support. And let's get into this. So late last night, the Star Citizen 3.13 PTU launched for Wave 1, which is concierge and subscribers, and definitely some interesting notes here to go over on that. Of course, their testing focus is going to be many different things that we're going to see with 3.13. As far as persistence, database, all that, of course, there's a database reset. Long-term persistence is enabled, and that means you're going to keep your in-game ships and all that. If you have any, hopefully when it goes live, of course, that's always subject to change. You want to remember to copy over a new copy of your live account over to the PTU, and everybody will be getting the starting AUEC of 15 million there. Some of the testing focus that they have with this, of course, is going to be those cave entrances, the FPS cave missions, ship-to-ship docking, the shield tech, as well as reputation and the new reputation application within the mobi-glass, pushables such as the carts, mounting guns, and of course the Cyclone MT. Also new with this is they now have the new issue council testing. So a new way for you to report bugs, glitches that you're seeing in the game, so that those can get addressed, confirmed, and verified. So in the patch notes, there's a link to that new issue council. Of course, with PTU, I encourage everybody, get those as you come across them, get them put in. We were in last night for 7 hours. We came across a few different things that some of our org members are going to be submitting into that issue council. And a lot of them were things that they mentioned in the known issues here. But definitely an amazing patch. We had a great time. I'll have that recap out later today. So some of the known issues that they're actually going to be listing here, and again, we're not going to go over every single one, is, of course, we all know about the issue with naming your ship. And with naming ships in PTU, it doesn't carry on automatically over from live. You do have to go to the PTU RSI page, go into your hangar there, and customize your name again there, and it does work, and the names do appear on the ships. They look freaking spectacular, but it's the same issue as before, and this is going to be more for when it goes live. You're losing those customized loadouts when you name the ship. Going into PTU, you shouldn't have any customized loadouts yet, so not a huge concern here. New baggage is a big one. The spaceport's been finding out that it's not allowing or opening the doors or garages for people coming in, or the people wanting to leave, essentially trapping you there. So be aware of that. I avoided new baggage and landing at the spaceport. Land outside the promenade, or go into the lower garage and out the regular entry doors instead of the large garage doors. Also, the 100 series occasionally is missing the pitch, yaw, and roll, essentially making it unflyable, so be aware of that. You may want to stay away from the 100 series in the PTU, or give it a test. If you can confirm that, get that issue council report in. A lot of different things that we've already seen in live. The ships entering a state where it cannot be retrieved, the elevators having an invisible wall that's not allowing you to get into it. Other things that you're going to see is the quantum sensitive cargo can become stuck to your hand, and it basically causes a lack of functionality. There are some issues with the carts, the trolleys, not being able to be pushed, pulled through an entryway cargo ramp or elevator ramps. So still a little bit of glitching and issues with that and being able to get that to work properly. Mounted weapons while holding a grenade will cause a player to enter a broken state. One of the new things that will break you and probably make you either have to exit out or probably do a PTU character reset, though we did not experience that one, so the actual workaround on that have not been able to confirm yet. A few NPC issues with people not moving properly and such. Also, the hammerhead is missing outside New Deal. Somebody stole the hammerhead, it looks like, but it's just missing. And of course, there's some mobi-glass issues with the outline around the save changes button not showing up. I didn't have that issue myself last night. My save changes button was fine, and it worked with no problem. And from what I understand, when that outline's not there, it still works. So some of the new gameplay features are going to be the whole visual degradation. This one is an interesting one. I personally did not see it, but then again, my ships don't stay spawned long enough for me to be able to see it, because I'm usually dead before it started showing up. Now, with the initial release on this, most ships will have it, but some ships are not enabled yet. That's going to be the Anvil Hawk, the Misk Reliant, the Archimedes, the Drake Dragonfly, the Origin 600i, Gladiator, the Scythe, the Caterpillar, the Valkyrie, the Cartual, the Ursa Rover, and all the Mustangs and the Anvil Terrapin will not have that degradation activated yet. So just be aware. You won't see that on those ones. Again, names and serial numbers, those are showing on the hull. So that was great to see there. The ship-to-ship docking, we tested this with the Connie last night, and that will be in the recap. Unbelievably amazing. It gives you a whole nother feel for the Connie. The interactions using the end key, which is the same default that you use for landing gear and such, you use to interact with the Connie. Key thing to remember with that is you have to target your own Connie to get clearance to dock with it. So get in there, test that out. You'll love it. It's absolutely amazing. We talked about the issues with the push and pull with the carts. That's definitely obviously an added gameplay function here, as well as the mounted guns. And of course, the Tumbril Cyclone MT, we got those out, and oh my god, did we have a blast. We did end up shooting off the missiles, the dumbfire works, the targeted works. They are amazing and fun, and I swear they feel like they're faster than all the other ones, with the exception of the RC. 3 crew capacity, 1 turret, 1 driver, 1 co-driver. They are a blast. Get in there, test those out if you haven't had a chance to. So the other thing we're going to be looking at with the feature updates, of course, are the caves, drive-in capability, sinkholes, and we actually found some of the smaller caves that it looks like they reworked the entire entrance. That was nice to see, and everything looks gorgeous. We did not get a chance to really find a variety of them. We found one where we were able to take the MSR down inside. You were able to go down to a certain point, and then it narrowed down to where you had to pretty much go on foot. It forced you down into a prone position and crawl through to get through the other part of the cave, but they were absolutely gorgeous. Better lighting inside. The lighting improvements they made on this are immense and amazing. But check out those caves. There's different ones you can get for the body location investigations. And then they've got 3 new missions out there that will take you to the caves as well too. They are not marked on your star map, so grabbing those missions is imperative to easily find them. They are locatable without it though. You're going to be flying around looking for the entrance. The asteroids, I did not get a chance to check that out yet, but they did do a passover on those with the new asteroids. I'm sure everybody has seen the videos from CIG on that, and I'm expecting those are going to look just amazing as everything else. Even the system polish throughout Stanton, it's unbelievable, night and day to what I was used to in 3.12. A lot more detail, a lot more just kind of enriched feel to it. It looks absolutely unbelievable. Some other things are the force reactions. We definitely experienced that. Kind of caught us off guard a couple of times, but once you get used to it, you're gonna not even notice it, but it adds another level of just immersion into it that, you know, every little thing around you affects, you know, your character. Shields, we didn't get into any dogfighting last night, but the shields are definitely the version 2 are definitely a focus on this. And it'll be interesting once we get in today to see a little bit more once we get into some dogfighting and check that out. We did find where the new mining components are. We have not tested them out yet, but they are available for sale at the terminals in the different Lagrange points. And law system improvements, actually, I did see some law system improvements, which will be nice. Definitely saw a couple more times that I got scanned over, you know, what I was seeing in 3.12. There were also some more aggressive law, I would say, definitely coming up on you and everything like that. Didn't really have any felonies to see how they had addressed us as you know, crime stat levels, but you could definitely tell there had been some updates on that. Let's see, the multi-drop delivery mission, still got to test that out, but there's the different components that we saw that we were delivering in Xeno threat. Those are in there, the time sensitive ones, the quantum sensitive ones. So you'll have missions, they start at 10,000 AUEC for those. The time sensitive, I think, was 11,000 for one of the delivery missions with that. So definitely some new ways to earn some AUEC. And in talking about earning AUEC, you got 3 new mission types. For a first-person shooter, you have the Cave Assassination, Cave Bounty, and Cave Clear. So these are going to be 3 different levels of missions you can do through the new cave entrance systems. And you can get those started by knocking out your certifications, and then you'll get the indicators for that and can go into your mobiGlas and accept that. That's how we found the one cave that we did find, is that we actually did end up getting a Cave Clear All. And it was fun. Definitely plenty of AI in there to take on, and it was definitely a nice change over the standard bunker missions that we had seen. There have been some visual updates with the Aegis Gladius. I won't go into huge detail about that, but it was basically the aesthetics of it and some of the smoothing over. The other thing with the ships and vehicles, they added the Mercury Star Runner, the Talon, and the Shrike, and the Nomad in to be able to buy in-game. The Mercury Star Runner and the Nomad are available at New Deal. The Talon and the Shrike are both available over at Astro Armada. The Mercury Star Runner is being sold for $4,912,000. The Nomad, I think, was about $944,000, if I remember correctly, or $988,000. The Talon and the Shrike's just over 2 million AUEC. The Talon comes in just under 1.9 million AUEC. I did end up picking up the Talon and the Shrike so that I could fly those again, because I do enjoy those ships. It gives you a nice little variety, and it's a great little fighter. The Medpan System, this is another thing that threw me for a loop and caused me some issues, because it's not a matter of just tap C and you're done. It's definitely going to take some getting used to, so familiarize with yourself with that so that you can hit and hold the C to open the select wheel, go through, get the medical pens, and then I found I left click and I administered it. So it's going to be a little getting used to over just the tapping C and you're done. Also keep in mind, that with this update, the user folder structure has changed. This really threw me for a loop, and I had trouble getting my controls copied over from live, my key bindings. The user folder is now where you put the controls and the mappings is the same path all the way up to where you go into user, but then you have to go to the client folder and then the 0 folder, and then you'll find all your mappings and your controls there. So make sure that if you're trying to copy over your keybinds from live, you go to the new location of that control and mapping in your C drive to get those copied over correctly. Once I found that, I had no issue. Now, there's a number of actual major bug fixes that they got done on this. And again, this is not going to be the last patch update for the PTU. They will definitely make adjustments as we go before it goes into live. As to when they anticipate going in live, there's no word. Obviously, they don't commit to a specific date. Right now, it's wave 1. At some point, they'll open up for everybody before they put it to live. So just keep an eye out on that. It could be 3 days, could be 5 days, could be 7 days. It all depends on how well things run. So getting into the major bug fixes for 3.13, there's a variety of different things. A lot of them are smaller little issues, chairs and stools, and a couple of things with Arena Commander. For the most part, it's all stuff that eventually needs to be done. The big thing is one of the big things is the star map. That worked immensely better. Didn't have to have so many issues of logging out, logging back in to get it to work again. 98% of the time I went into the star map, everything was there immediately. There were a couple times where it was a little laggy, and only like 1 or 2 times where I had to exit out and come back in. And when I came back in the second time, it was there. So a whole list of bug fixes there that you can go through. Things to do with the Ursa's power on-off interaction should correctly appear. Other things such as Mike L1, the shallow field station will now be actually at Mike L1 and not a number of kilometers away. So you'll be able to actually just go to one point instead of having to get there, turn around, go somewhere else. They did various floating lights on the outpost landing pads. They also fixed a number of different issues with clipping into the Cutlass bunk beds and becoming stuck, as well as areas around Grim Hex where you could clip through an asteroid and get stuck, as well as chairs throughout different areas where you could possibly get stuck. So a lot of those little things there. Overall, they did knock out quite a bit. As far as technical side, they fixed 6 client crashes, fixed 7 server crashes, and a main thread deadlock. So a lot of work on this patch. I'm absolutely impressed and loved every moment of the 7+ hours we were in last night. It was a nice surprise to get on the stream and see that there and allow us to get in there. Again, I'm going to have that recap posted here later today, so keep an eye out for that. But definitely, if you have PTU access, get in there. I guarantee you're going to enjoy it. I don't see how anybody couldn't. They've done a lot on this one. And looking forward to them going forward and fixing some more of the issues that we saw, which were pretty much in regards to what they had listed as known issues. And I loved it. It just unbelievable the cave systems were, and enjoyed doing that, even though we got rammed at the bottom of the cave and by 3 or 4 ships from unknown players. But we were so enthralled with the changes that it didn't matter. So we were just trying to get around the verse and go to every different area to see as much as we could. So definitely more to follow on that. We'll probably be on later today and tomorrow to catch more of 3.13. There's just a lot to see there. So don't forget, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll give you more updates as they come out. And follow on Twitch. Get your entries in for that MSR Fortuna pack with the Cyclone MT giveaway with the LTI. And also keep in mind, we have our new members page on the YouTube. Feel free, if you like to support us, check that out. The perks that gives you. Join up if you like. I greatly appreciate it. And check out Amarok's Fang. And feel free to join up with us anytime or in the verse, on the stream, or just playing. Get on the Discord and get in on the fun. But thanks again to everybody for all the support. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the verse.